Break out another thousand? I don't think so, not today. We're going to show you the 5 best upgrades you can do today for less than $30 each. Boat upgrades don't have to cost thousands to make a real difference. A few smart fixes can boost comfort, safety, and how your boat feels instantly. Skeggs are the one thing people notice first when you're on a trailer. It's an easy fix and it only costs us $19.66. This isn't about pretending that they're brand new motors. This is about cleaning it up and making it look good.
We're gonna do a quick refresh on these skegs. You might ask, why bother painting them? Well, this way we know if we ever ran aground, we can check for damage and a little bit of cosmetics, but really I'll know if any paint is missing that we hit something and actually do a closer inspection. And I'll wipe down the surfaces with acetone before I put on primer. It's worth mentioning, don't get paint in this little tube on the front of your outboard. That's important. Don't fill that with paint. See, when you wipe down with acetone, the things like this, a blade of paint will come off, as well as the this thing's been painted a few times, and there's this sort of other non-Yamaha blue paint on there, so that'll come off. Also looking good. Ready. Next step is to use some paper and tape to mask off the areas we don't want to get painted. Also, here's my pro tip. This is the paper that came with a bunch of Amazon packages, which I flattened out, rolled up, and saved for projects just like this. Yeah, this is ugly, but it'll work. You also don't want to get paint in here. That is your cooling water intake. We're gonna unscrew the cover and give it a quick inspection, but then make sure we don't paint it. You can see these just kind of pop out once you remove the screw. Got this little retaining tab in the top, but otherwise you can see in there, that's where the water goes in, up in there. So this primer really is more for the bare metal spots. I'm just using this. It really is just a primed bare metal, so the better paint can adhere to it. And I'm gonna go with what this says, which is that drying times, dry the touch in 20 minutes, handle in an hour, apply a second coat within 1 hour. This is the paint we're gonna use. They sell this at the big marine store there. They say that it's Yamaha Blue Gray. I've used this before on a 25 horsepower Yamaha outboard, and it came out pretty good. Maybe a little color difference, but better than no paint at all. So this is what we'll use. We're going to shake it up really good. So now our first color coat. Just second coated. Now the most satisfying part to me is pulling off the paper. How's that look? Looks clean. It's like brand new. Boom. Well, that wraps it up for the Skeg refresh.
Fix number two, the yellow old headliner in our cabin. So as soon as you walk in, it's one of the first things you notice. 3 cans of Rust-Oleum, only $23. I don't know if anyone else watches Dexter, but I'm having a Dexter moment here. We are about to paint that yellow old plastic and refresh to this color. It's gonna be a glow up or an upgrading.
What's important anytime you paint anything is to use thin coats. We all want to get the job done quickly, and if you put on too thick of a coat, you'll ruin the finish. Do thin coats, let it dry, come back, do another coat, and you will get that perfect polished looking finish on whatever your project is. Fix number three. We've replaced our cup holders for $25, and what a big difference that makes. Stainless steel cup holders are one of those things that make a boat feel high end. So it's important to know when you're changing your cup holders, they may be this style where there's a hose connected to the bottom and it might be incredibly long. The purpose of this hose is to deliver any water, any condensation, any rainwater from the cup holder all the way down into the appropriate spot in the bilge. You'll need to know if the cup holders you need will have this little fitting on the bottom or not. Then when you reinstall it, make sure that hose goes in the right place all the way down into the bilge. Squish it down there to install it, and boom, you have got a magnificent looking cup holder. Everyone's going to want to be on your boat to put their drink in there. Fix number four, gas struts. This is not only a function thing, but this is a safety thing. When we first looked at this boat and opened this hatch, this thing fell on my head. That's not a good situation. 40 bucks. We got two of these gas struts. What's important to know is the length of this strut from each end, and also the weight rating of the strut. So if you like how yours function, replace them with the same weight. But if you want them to close a little slower, you can scale up that weight. So we replace these, and now this hatch closes nice and slowly up and down, but I can let go of the hatch and it does not slam, doesn't crush anyone's fingers, and no one gets harmed. And finally, fix number five, new safety handrail for about $29. So what we noticed is that climbing around in this boat, especially getting onto this cabin top, we had nowhere to hold. If you don't have anywhere to hold, you're gonna fall, someone could get hurt. So by adding this handhold, we can now climb up here on top. If we need to come up here to check anything, or maybe we're gonna jump off the top and do cannonballs. We don't know. But either way, we've got this safety handrail now to make sure that we're safe on board and our guests are safe as well. So if you like practical boat fixes, join us on this journey as we go one smart fix at a time.
And let us know in the comments if you have a really good upgrade idea for under 100 bucks.
Yeah, we'd like to hear your stories of stuff that you've done, because maybe we'll borrow your idea and implement it here on our boat.
All right, that's it. I'm calling it. Tools are down. Boards are going to go up. We're going to go play in the surf for a while.
Yeah, we've done quite a bit of work. It's time to take a break, go goof off in the ocean.
You and I till the end, don't need to pretend.